Yo, welcome to another video, guys. Today we have another mid-game progression video, and we are going to talk about Necropolis. So, as you can see here, we've got 10 out of 10 completed Nb12 up top. I just sold everything. I'm really just looking for whale runes on this account. But anyways, we got a minute 19, all right? Minute 19, and yes, it could be faster, but it's 100%, guys. It's 100%, and that's what matters to me on this account. I kind of just set it and forget it and let it run on its own. By the way, guys, if you're watching this, very happy new year. I hope 2021 is going to be an amazing year for all of you. And guys, I would really appreciate kicking off the year right and growing my number of subscribers. If you haven't, guys, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. All right, let's take a look at the team, and we're just going to press replay. So this is the team, guys. As you can see, we've got the shaman. The shaman's level 38. I'll be honest with you, I've been running this since he was level 34. That's when I started running it. I'm like, okay, I think he's ready to go. So, it's the same concept. It's the same concept as the triple Shacaru plus the Vertile in necro. I'm sorry, in dragons, except here we're using the shaman. Now, the reason we're using the shaman, when he gets second awakened, then he does double damage to dark units, and he takes half damage from them. On top of that, he is able to heal with his skill 1. So, guys, as you can see, the Icarus, the concept of the Icarus is they're going to always team up, right? With the three of them, they're always going to have their team up available. So with the shaman's S1 healing, and every time they are taking the shaman, then obviously he just, there's so much sustain. Now you saw there, one of the Icarus did S1. That's because they got stunned, all right? That's because they got stunned. And that is part of the reason why it does kind of slow the run down a little bit. But one key thing to note here is those counters, man. Because they buff themselves with the counter every time the boss moves, then they all counter and they do 3 hits to the shield. Therefore, they're able to break the shield pretty effectively. And then you saw there, the boss is always going to take the shaman. He's always going to take the shaman because your Icarus have so much defense. Shaman is not even going to scratch them, really. The shaman's just not going to scratch them. And, that's just the way it works. And then once he does get that special assault in, he kind of just wrecks the boss. So this was one of the slower runs. So we're going to take a look at another one, see how it goes. But, how can I improve this? If you saw my previous video, my Icarus are not that great. They're bottom of the barrel, honestly. They have just enough defense, and I'm taking advantage of determination runes to get them their defense. So it has not been FRR yet, but I wanted to get this video out for FRR, which is in about 12 hours for us here in the United States or on the global server. So I'm like, you know what? I just got to get the video out. I'm sure people are going to want to build this during FRR. I will fix the Icarus, or not fix, but improve them during FRR. So, as you can see, it's just never in trouble. Also, the shaman being a defense-based monster, he's got really high base defense. I am running the determination rune, so he's just never in trouble as far as dying either. And then I am running mine on violence. I'll show you guys the runes after this run here. He does not have any skill ups. That's one way, but look at that. When he gets that special assault, if I had him on rage, maybe that's another way to speed it up. And I am going to show you this team on my main account, which obviously does run a lot faster than a minute 19 average. Now this does get down close to a minute on this account. Like a minute 6 was the fastest one that they ran on the previous 10 out of 10. But look at that. That's another thing too. He's usually going to have that S2 available as well. He's usually going to always have that S2 available. Unfortunately, he does derp, right? He does derp. All right, so we're going to leave it running in the background, and we're going to go show you the runes on this, so you can see that I'm not using anything too crazy. I'm really not. This is my mid-game account. This is the Shacaru, and these artifacts are, yeah, We're going to need to farm some artifacts on this account, but plus 44 defense, I'm sorry, plus 44 speed, plus 42 speed, and plus 68 speed. And this is the other card. They're all on triple defense, guys. I mean, there's plenty of room for improvement on these. These artifacts are just not that good either. You could also maybe, if you're going to be running necro for a bit exclusively, maybe you can run some. I mean, like, look at this one. You see how much defense I'm missing just because those are not maxed. I finally maxed this one, but he's over on defense from what I need, so I can get him either more speed, more accuracy, more attack, something along those lines. Now the shaman here. Oh yeah, he's not level 40. There he is. All right, so this is the shaman. So you do want him moving last, guys. The reason for that is to make sure you have a defense break already applied whenever he's gonna move, and so he can do big boy damage to the boss and get through that phase as well, so that the Shacaru can break the shield for him. But even though he's a defense-based monster, guys, you want attack on him. Now, this is just very unfortunate. His base attack is stupid low. It's very, very low, but, you know, it is what it is. He still hits pretty hard because of his passive, right? And you'll see, I mean, nothing too crazy. Ideally here, you want to get about 85. So if you can get 85 crit, because he has element advantage, he will crit every single time against the boss because the boss is dark elements, right? And then the crit damage, 130%. You know, the more you can get, the better. Now, I decided to go violent on him, but I do suggest rage, and you're gonna see it on my main account. On my main account, he is on rage. So here, I kind of just had these rock runes kind of like left over, so I just threw this set on him for the video, and obviously to test. But man, I mean, yeah, there's so much room for improvement on him as well. I just don't have another rage set really, so I'm gonna be farming necro a bit to get that. Now here you really want skill 2 crit damage, guys. This is actually a pretty good artifact for him. Skill 2 crit damage and skill 1 crit damage ideally. That's really all you're looking for. You're not going to be using an attack buff for this. And on this side, you probably want plus damage to dark. That would probably be the best, and that's why this is not powered up, because it's not that good. This is the only problem when they don't target the crystals and some get stunned. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. You know, it's just gonna happen. So it just slows it down. But you're never gonna die. Like, you just don't die. So I know there's a star team out there. And unfortunately for me, I didn't have the star built. She was HOH. I could have built her, but I decided to go with the shaman because I had seen its potential on my main account. And he's just so much easier to ruin than the star, guys. Trust me, as you can see there, the best is a minute 3, and that's with this team. All right, so we're gonna skip on over to my main account so I can show you how it looks on that. I actually went with the Shacaru speed lead, and that's actually one thing I had forgotten. With the Shacaru speed lead, you are able to get them over the 170 combat speed for the mid boss. So I kind of almost forgot that until I got here, but you can see the difference, how much faster they're moving here, right? I mean, look at this, boom. And look at this, and this is you know, what you can maybe strive for in the future. I do have a video on how to improve your Shacarus, maybe get them on crit damage using some determination runes. So if you can do that, I do have 2 crit damage Shacarus on this account, and then, you know, the shaman is actually on rage. So unfortunately he derped there. If not, it's just very satisfying to see him take the boss from basically full to 0. And yeah, you know, I mean, he does derp. So this is actually going to be quite a slow run in comparison to what it could be. You know, he actually even took him. There's a few runs where he doesn't even take him because he just destroys it. But this team, guys, this team runs right around about 55 seconds to like a minute, I guess. 55 to a minute. This was a minute 9. I mean, you saw what happened there. Other than that, it was running very smoothly. So let's take a look at another run. Let's see how this one goes. I mean, there's triple Shacaru, 2 are on crit damage, and then the shaman here is on rage. but I don't think he's that crazy. So one thing I will note, guys, is you already have a Rage Vertihile, right? You already have a Rage Vertihile. So if you're going to be running Necro for a bit, maybe you want to run Necro for the next 5 days or so. It's worth it. Just mix and match the runes. Throw the Vertihile's runes onto the Shaman, and boom, you're set to go. You're good. Now I have enough rage runes on this account to be able to rune both. But right there you also saw that we did get stunned, but trust me, when it's all said and done, it's gonna average under a minute. About 55 seconds is the average here. So it's a really good team, guys. It does not fail. You saw right there, we kind of got set back on the wave before that, but 58 seconds, even with the stuns on the wave before that. But you saw how they dropped the boss without the boss taking anyone. So let's go show you the runes on this, and we'll let it keep going in the background. Why not? Here we go. We're just going to go in here. I think I've got most of them in storage anyway. All right, so one of the Shacarus is out. So this is one of my Shacarus, crit damage. These are the artifacts. You guys can pause, but definitely a lot better rune. Now that one does have skill ups. This is the other crit damage Shacaru. These are the artifacts, but again, the artifacts are so much better here because I actually have some. And then this one is not on crit damage, but he is my fast one. And those are those artifacts. And then the Shaman, let's go take a look at the Shaman. Now the Shaman here, pretty good, but he's still nothing crazy. Like he's not like on a say Shiso kind of rune set. He's at 94 crit, a little above what I need, but only 224 crit damage and 1165 attack, guys. I think it's actually achievable. I mean, I'll actually go through all the runes. They're really not, they're not like all legend, you know, like look how bad that rune is, honestly. Like that's pretty bad. That's like that's 3 rolls wasted there because it's in the resistance, right? And then look at this. This is like blue quality, probably. It really is blue quality. It's probably like a hero or legend, but it's just blue quality. And oh, maybe I should max this, huh? And again, I mean, there's so much room for improvement on the Shaman, but he works the way he is now. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you are going to be building this. Hopefully you have the Shaman, and I know you guys are going to ask, well, I don't have Shaman, who can I replace it with? And the answer is a star, but she must be on Vampire. She was just HOH. Don't tell me you don't have her. If you have the rune quality, then you can use her on Rage. But I would say Vampire is the safer bet for mid-game progression. All right, guys, this is how you are going to progress farming Necro using the Light Bernard by the name of Shaman. If you didn't know, now you know. You know.